Do not get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful, be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, of a week, of a month, of a year. It is the struggle of a lifetime. Never ever be afraid to make some noise and get in good trouble, necessary trouble. I'm Harry Dunn, and this is the Good Trouble Report. Hey, y'all. First of all, my apologies for not getting this out to you all yesterday. Technology got the best of me, and we were unable to get it uploaded. But it is too important of a segment to not get the word out about the Good Trouble Report, especially about a story like this, which is happening all across our country. But it specifically is happening in Maryland, my home state, in a district where Andy Harris is overseeing. And y'all know how I feel about Andy Harris and this administration. But this is another ICE centered article and a community that is not being quiet and also standing up for their community, for their neighbors. And this comes out of Salisbury, Maryland, which is on the eastern shore of Maryland. And there are about 33,000 residents in Salisbury. And the people that are under attack are the Haitian community there. 10% of the community, while not a glaring number, it's no small feat either to have 10% of the community be Haitian. Now, in this church, the World Life Center, it's a non denominational church on the eastern shore of Maryland where Pastor Roosevelt Toussaint usually preaches to about 500 people. And he said that those numbers have been drastically reduced by over half in the last couple of weeks. And that is what they're calling due to Donald Trump's removal of the TPS, the temporary protective status, for more than, and this is not just in Salisbury, but this is around the whole country, where over a million people from numerous countries and about 350,000 Haitians. And if you all will recall, this was started back in 2010, where there was a catastrophic earthquake in Haiti, where so many people lost their lives. And fast forward 16 years later, they have still not rebuilt. There's violence running rampant, and there's a humanitarian crisis going on over in Haiti right now. Um, but since the crackdown, since the Trump rolled back the TPS, temporary protective status of Haitians, Salisbury has been one of the target areas. And Pastor Roosevelt Toussaint has a message for Donald Trump, and it's pretty strong. He says, "We're expecting you to have compassion for our people. They haven't done anything wrong. All they came to this country to do is work and make a difference in our economy. There's no security at home. If you really send us over there, you send us to die." And we can all imagine what Donald Trump's response to that would be. Donald Trump doesn't have any compassion for anybody except himself. I mean, we saw just even recently this week the reports that said that he left his White House staff on a plane that they thought was a real attack. He left that airplane without anybody knowing and got on a secondary plane. And he said, you know what, as long as I'm going to be okay, that's all that matters. We just know what type of person he is. But what also is important to highlight in this story is that the community is showing up, the community in Salisbury, people who are American citizens. And one of those people, um, they, like I said, they are standing in solidarity with and one of the ladies' names is Marjorie Estime. And she's an American citizen who is of Haitian descent, and she has a message for the president. "I want to tell the president of the United States to stop the ICE program so that people can work, so that ICE can stop shooting them, persecuting them, and we can go back to normal." You know, it is very important to have allies in times like this. And we saw it in Minnesota. The people that were murdered by ICE were American citizens, whether it be Alex Preddy or Renee Nicole Good. They were standing up for other people. And that's what Good Trouble is all about. Uh, at the congregation on Sunday at the church, Pastor Toussaint told the congregation in a message in Haitian, and it says, "I'm praying this afternoon that God can make you invisible to the enemy." He said that in Haitian and Creole because there's when you talk in a native language, to even to people that speak English or whatever their native language is, uh, when you talk to people, that message is received a lot stronger. He goes on to say, "They put a lot of terror in your heart, but God has come to tell you, do not be afraid." And I think that's where we're going to leave it with that. God has not put it in your heart to be afraid. And I know there are a lot of people that are non denominational or atheists or whatever, but the message is that we have in us courage, we have in us strength. And whether you believe that comes from a higher power or whether you feel that comes from people surrounding you or it's something that's the conviction that's burning within you. It is there. And in times like this, we need to lean on that and get that out there because courage is contagious. So, with that said, kudos to the community down in Salisbury. Godspeed. And I pray that you all are able to stay safe and that your community is able to continue to thrive here and contribute to our economy. We must abolish ICE and we have to stop ICE from committing these raids where they just inflict terror in our communities and instead of making them safe. Thanks, y'all.